Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Uthman. I'm a nurse currently practicing in the UK. And as you all know, the aim of this channel is to encourage and motivate nurses to start investing and also to document my own journey. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my payday routine as a nurse practicing in the UK. So first off, it is always good to set a system around your finance because it makes your life so much easy. And that is why having a payday routine is very essential and important in personal finance. Because if you have a payday routine, at the end of the month, you won't have to stress yourself so much about where your money is going, what you should do with your money. That is why I have one. And I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully, it will benefit someone as well. So first off, as soon as I get my salary, the first thing is setting aside my basic needs. Talking about house rent, talking about water bill, electricity bill, and every other thing that counts as basic thing. Food, transportation, council tax. I will set aside these things, and bear in mind, most of these things are set as direct debit. They have been automated. So I will set aside that. That's the first thing I will remove out of my money. Take that out. Now, once that is out of the picture, then I know what is left that I can work with. The next thing will be to settle my debt, especially credit card debt. Because as an individual, what I normally do personally is almost all my day-to-day activities, I spend it on credit card. So because I have a huge amount of limits in my credit card, I have over 20,000 limits in my credit card. So I spend on this credit card, basically my Amex British Airway, just to get the points, and I have Amex cashback as well, the platinum one. So I spend on the credit card to get the point and the cashback. And most of the stores accept these cards anyway, so I don't have reason to spend a normal card. So I spend on the credit card. So the next thing for me is to set aside to pay this credit card. And bear in mind, I pay my credit card in full every month, no matter how much I spend in it, because of the interest. I've never paid any interest. I don't intend to pay any interest, and I will never pay any interest in the future because the interest rate is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, if you are an individual that is not quite responsible with your money, don't go near credit card. The interest rate is ridiculous, and if you don't pay it in full or you are fond of paying minimum, it can wreck you. And at the end of the day, it will affect your credit score as well. If you don't pay it in full, you are attracting a lot of interest and all. On the long run, it's going to affect your credit score, and you have huge amount of debt on you. So if you are not responsible with your credit card, please stay away from it. And a word of advice for anyone that have credit card as well, ensure that you pay it in full every month. That is the only way you can avoid this ridiculous interest rate. And I also wanted to say that credit card utilization is very important, especially in your credit score. If you utilize your credit card wisely and you don't spend more than 25% in your credit card, your credit score will be doing really fine. So make sure that your utilization is great. Don't say because you have this limit in your credit card and you are just spending. Please be responsible while using credit card. So that's the second thing I will deduct from my money. That is a must. And I must pay it in full every month. Then the third thing will be savings and investment. This is very essential. And this now has become a habit that I do it every month, no matter what, no matter how much it comes in. I must invest something on a monthly basis. And I must put something in the emergency savings as well, no matter how small. I have been doing this for the last 3 years, and it has now become a habit that I can't even remember the last time I don't invest in a month. So this is what I'm encouraging. This is what I want you guys to be doing. Build a habit. You don't need to overstretch yourself. Whatever you know that if you set it aside in a month, it won't affect you. Maybe 50 pounds, 100 pounds. Just build that habit. Start putting it aside on your investment on monthly basis. Don't miss. You don't miss to brush every day. It has become a habit to you. Let investing as well become a habit. Do it every day. Do it on monthly basis. Create a system around it in a way that it won't affect you. And as you understand it much better, you tend to increase what you put. So I never miss. I'll put something in my investment. And once that is done, I have a certain amount of budget. I'm a Nigerian. So as a Nigerian or as an African watching this video, you probably understand that we have families back home that you tend to send something to on a monthly basis. So that will be the last thing I do. And I have a certain budget that I normally send on monthly basis, except if there is an emergency that can be increased. But if there is no emergency, I have a certain amount that I normally send. And just a word of encouragement as well, and to advise people that are in the same situation, it's always good to have a certain amount that you send home. That will create a system for you, and it will be a kind of little budget, so that will create something like, I know that I'll send this amount home, and it won't affect me as well, won't affect my investment. Except if there's an emergency, you can increase that amount. But if there is no emergency, that's it. Put a cap on it, and you know that you have done your own best. So this is the way I set a routine for myself, and I know that once my money comes in, this is how I'm going to spend the salary. No if, no but. And it has been working for me. And if you guys can also do this, I'm quite sure it's going to work for you. Lastly, guys, especially on the credit card part, if you are not responsible with money, credit cards are not free money. If you know you can't pay it in full, don't go near it. Build a habit of investing. Make sure you invest on a monthly basis. Doesn't matter how small it is, just invest something and you will be fine. And that is my own routine. Tell us your own routine in the comment section. Like this video, share, and subscribe to the channel if this interests you.